Welcome to the Exposer. So today we'll be exposing one of Spac Nation's main pastors, known as Obi. They also call him Bundlez, which was a name he's always used when he was involved in the streets. He is a British citizen, but has a Nigerian background. He is also married to another Spac Nation pastor, named Joanna Armstrong. So there's rumours that he cheated on his wife with a girl from North. And he is a guy who always eyes up girls in church. He apparently got caught FaceTiming a semi-naked girl whilst being a pastor. And PT had to have a word with him for it because Daniel and Connor snitched. He owes a lot of his friend money. And is one of the main reasons because he has the strategies behind people taking out loans. He calculates the fake repayments. He will pay you 1 month and then disappear. He rents and leases his life. Apparently his watches are fake and he sold one of his good friends a fake Rollie. He allegedly paid for his trip to Nigeria for his wedding with a minister's bank card, where he took a first-class flight to Nigeria in December with Pastor Nathan. He also allegedly took out a card in American Express with an ex-Spac Nation member, so that was one of the reasons she left. People like Obi and Sam and other pastors are known to be top scammers. They allegedly do wire transfers of cards and look for people to cash out. So Obi loves to talk about his past life, about how he was a gang member and how he was a serious guy on the streets. But the truth is, he was never really involved in the streets, but he tries to display it because he wants to gain the respect of everybody. He wants people to fear him and respect him. He was stabbed before, but nothing happened after his stabbing. So that's all the history he has on the roads. So I mentioned he was married to another Spac Nation pastor. The reason he married and got with her was because she is related to Patience Goodluck. Patience Goodluck is the ex-president's wife, so she was the first lady of Nigeria once upon a time. So this is the main reason why he married Joanna. He was just proud to have somebody who is related to a famous person in Nigeria. So Obi, who is a con man, was actually conned out of 80k because he put money down into something where he thought he would receive 2 million out of. So the con man himself was conned out of 80k. In terms of personality, he does come across as a nice guy, like a friendly person, like a friendly bear. But he's a guy that was fooled and brainwashed by Pastor Toby. He's also a guy who's very materialistic. If he receives a sums of money, he will use 60% to spend on clothes and he will give the rest as seeds. This is how this guy lives. If you meet Obi, you would think that Obi is a guy that has a lot of money. But the reality is, he is in debt to a lot of people around South London. He owes a lot of money to people. So like many other pastors at Spac Nation, Obi has opened up 4 businesses online. We know why Spac Nation asked the members to open up businesses. To basically open a business, get a business loan and dissolve the company. So he has opened Hampshire Holding Group Limited. The company, of course, is dissolved. It opened on the 24th of March 2016. Then there's Grand Investment London Limited. That's active, but he resigned from the company, which he opened in 1st of January 2014. SR Capitals, he resigned again, and the company is dissolved also. Then there's Hampshire Holding Group Limited, another company which is dissolved, and he resigned from. So you guys have seen that the pattern is almost every single pastor at Spac Nation has opened up businesses online to take out loans and then to dissolve the company. We've heard recordings of pastors at Spac Nation being exposed. So we know this is the formula that they use. PT himself has said that around 10 businesses, in fact he didn't even say 10, he said yes, they've had about 3 or 4 businesses that weren't successful, but they'll keep trying. But no, it's been 30, 40, in fact I would say in the hundreds of businesses that have been opened up online that have been dissolved, which clearly means the intention of opening up the businesses is take out loans. As we've seen pastors like Mariam mention, we've seen Alex Kenlock mention of being in debt. So we know that this is why they open up businesses. So all the evidence, because I heard there's allegations of banks investigating and the police are investigating to see, because they've seen that a lot of people have taken out loans and dissolved businesses around the South London area. So it shouldn't be hard for them to figure out that it's Spac Nation pastors, because this is what they do. And Obi is no different. He's opened 4 businesses and dissolved most of them. We have a guy in front of us who allegedly does a lot of frauds with cards. We know that he's a guy who loves money and will do anything to get money. We know that he's a guy who's very materialistic. So the question we need to ask is, what is his job? Where does he get his income from? So in this clip, you can see Obi buying a gift for another Spac Nation member, and you can see him also with a lot of cash in his hands. The reason a lot of these guys have cash is because after they successfully con somebody, that money gets transferred into an unknown bank account where they would withdraw the money. So these guys always have cash on them, and having a lot of cash on them gets them paranoid. This is why they'll go and shop and spend most of the money and give the rest a seed. Because we all know they don't have jobs, and most of their businesses that open online is fake, so they can't have large sums of money in their own bank accounts. This is the reason why they always need to have cash on them. So whenever someone is conned, the money gets delivered to them in cash. But when they do use a card, it's normally a Spac Nation member's bank card. So what they'll do is they might do a transfer into one of the members' bank cards, and that member will give the bank cards to someone like Obi, who would use that bank card to do what he needs to do with it. So this is how they operate. So we have a bunch of criminals who are part of an organization that is supposed to be a church, and the pressure is mounting on them. A lot of pastors are hiding, they're deleting their social medias because they're afraid to be exposed. And Obi is one of those guys. Obi is hiding from social medias right now because he knows that his turn was possibly coming to become exposed, and he has been exposed. So this is the exposing of Obi Bundlez.